I was there 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks? Ah, okay, so it was kind of recently, yes?
Yeah.
Joe, can you please share your screen so we can start discussing about this topic?
Okay.
And the topic today is
Can you see it?
yes. What is the topic, guys?
Fake news.
Fake news. Very good, guys. When were fake news very common here in Brazil? Let's be political.
Yeah. 2000, 2001, 2002.
Exactly. All of the 2000s. But if
yes.
the election, do you remember that there were many fake news? Yes?
Yes, on the last election, the president election.
Oh my God. I hate to imagine that that man ruled Brazil for 4 years. I can't even imagine.
Yes. So sad.
Yes. Okay, let's play the video about fake news. What do you know? What do you know about fake news?
Fake news. What do you know about fake news? Did you know that fake news is misinformation that people think is true? Did you know that fake news sites often advertise that their content isn't real? Did you know that Facebook users are more than twice as likely to see and share fake news? Here are some questions to discuss.
Good. Question one, Joanna, please ask Pedro.
The one of let's think. Pedro, which news sites do you rely on for information?
I always use some sites like G1.
What is it?
São Paulo.
Repeat the names of the site. I didn't understand, Pedro.
G1.
G1. Okay.
Folha de São Paulo.
Okay.
And sites from newspapers.
Good. Ask back the question to Joanna.
Joe, which news sites do you rely on for information?
And guys, what is this use of rely? Remember, rely can be used in the meaning of when you trust, okay? And also a different meaning when you depend on something, okay? Both options.
I sometimes like the G1, GNT News, and sometimes Folha de São Paulo também.
Folha de São Paulo. Diário de Pernambuco is a very reliable. Let's pay attention to this adjective, guys. Reliable. Repeat for me.
Reliable.
It's when you know that the information is true, something that you can trust, okay?
Teacher, can you type on the chat this word?
Yes, reliable?
Yes.
Just did. But that there is this new function here in Zoom that I can write and everybody see like this on the screen. Can Can you see it?
Yes. Thanks.
There, welcome. There was a meme today about when people say that they're going to use Google. What is the one of Google? Google Classroom? No.
Google
Meets.
Meet.
And
Meets?
I don't like meets. I don't like. But ask me this question back, Joan, please.
Teacher, which news sites do you rely on for information?
Choquei. Saquinho de lixo. Sebastião Salgadas. I'm
Teacher.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Choquei primeiro.
Choquei. Ah, yes, choquei. Hugo Gloss. Yes. But Hugo Gloss, guys, do you think Hugo Gloss is reliable?
No,
No?
no.
I think today it's more reliable when he was in the when he started her
Today is
career.
more reliable?
Yes, I think.
Uh-huh. I have this impression too, Pedro. In the past, he was shadier. Yes, than
Yes.
today. Today, it's more like a reporter. Good.
Yeah.
Now, Pedro, ask Joanna a question too.
Joanna, do you ever share online content before reading or watching it in full?
Yeah, sometimes I do. Sometimes. But only if I know the person we read the full text or if I'm going to read it later. But sometimes the teacher, I say it's the title.
The title
Of
or
the
the
news?
headline? It's more common
the-
headline because it sounds.
Because sometimes the headline is so how do I say sensacionalista.
You can say catchy, something that
Catchy?
pays attention to
The
you.
headline is catchy, just to grab your attention, and then you read the text, and it's not there like on the headline.
I just saw here, guys, that you can call it tabloid as something that it's not so reliable as you're talking now, Joanna. Sensacionalista.
Tabloid?
Yes, it's also called tabloid, okay? Or sometimes tabloid press. I mean, the company, okay, that produces. Good?
Yes.
Ask the question to Peter, please. Or ask Peter the question.
Pedro, do you ever share online content before reading or watching it in full?
Yes, I usually do that, but it's more normal when I say that the person who I send it's go understand some ironic type or something that is not true.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's
yes,
why.
we have that too.
Yes, we have that too. Yes, sensacionalista does that. Yes.
No.
I love that their headlines. I love. They're so smart. What is more likely to share? Who, in fact, sorry guys, is more likely to share fake news? Young people or their parents?
I think their parents.
Why,
Yes.
Pedro?
Especially the grandmas.
Yes. I
Why
think
is that?
we know that it exists fake news. I think the older people, they think everything is online or is internet, is on internet, it's truth or
Exactly.
reliable.
That everything is reliable.
Reliable.
Yes, they have that impression. Yes, guys.
It's not.
Yes.
Good. Very good one. Say you're finished, Joe. Oh my God, my baby is so... Ele não saiu daqui. Tô bem, Léo, tá com a carinha de doente. Não vai ficar doente não, viu? Tô podendo. Catchy, the word I said, guys, catchy,
Oh, catch.
okay? But let's pay attention. Repeat for me too, Pedro.
Catchy.
Remember that we have catch as the verb, but that catchy has Y in the end, okay? So it's the adjective. It's something, guys, that it gets you, you know? As you said before, a catch title, a catch headline, all right? Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Good. Trend, the verb.
Trend.
And
Deceptive.
deceptive.
Receptive.
And stumble upon.
Stumble upon.
Uhum. Viram, gente, que corrigiu o L quando sobe agora, olha, as palavrinhas.
Yeah. Much better.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna grab some more water. Please go discussing this together, okay? Together. I'm leaving.
Okay.
To find without looking for.
I think trend is number 2.
Yes. I think spotlight it's the 3. Or no? You know. I think trend can be the 3rd.
Yeah, it can be number 3 too.
Yes. It's not- I think catchy is the last one.
Catchy.
I remember. Catchy, it's clickbait, no. The center of attention, spotlight.
No, I think trend is number 3.
3.
I think. I don't know what deceptive means. Stumble upon, I think it's the first.
I think catchy can be as 2, accepted or popular because it's or catchy is misleading because
Yeah. And then distinctive or misleading.
I think it's, I'm not sure.
Let's check if it's correct.
Check.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so correct. How come? Great.
Great.
Perfect. Each student reads one for me, please.
Okay.
To find without looking for, stumble upon.
Okay. Can you put, please, that word on Google Images, please, Joanna? And you put beside it the word verb. Stumble upon verb.
Verb?
Verb, yes. But do you think you know what that is by the definition? For
I
example,
don't know.
when we go to concerts generally have a lot of people. Yes. And all the time you are stumbled upon someone. Okay? Because there are many people and you go and you stumble upon someone. That's the verb. But check on Google Images, dear, please.
Uh,
Okay? That definition there.
here?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Good. Next one. What is the second definition?
Catchy, accepted or popular because it is fun to say or easy to remember.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Catchy.
sometimes we use a lot of a catchy line.
Catchy line. What is it?
Sorry?
What is catchy line?
It's like when someone becomes famous because of that sentence,
Okay.
you know? Generally on the internet,
Yes.
yes. No, not only the internet. Can someone tell me a catchy line for someone famous? E aí, meu povo lindo que me adora, me assiste, mas tá me assistindo. De quê?
Okay.
That's her catchy line, you know?
Mm. Yes, I know.
Good.
To become. It's become.
Mhm.
To become a temporarily popular only subject, trend, verb.
For misleading, causing a person to believe a lie or exaggeration. Deceptive.
Deceptive, perfect.
The center of attention, spotlight.
Spotlight.
Perfect. Vocabulary preview B. Are you using the computer, Pedro?
Yes.
So you're gonna be the next to share.
Okay. Wait.
I stopped sharing.
No, you can do the B2, dear.
Okay.
Gullible.
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 Okay. Propaganda.
Propaganda.
Millennial.
Millennial.
Democracy.
Democracy.
Circulate.
Circulate.
Perfect. Go discussing as well, guys.
I think one is circulate.
Democracy is the second.
I think it's gullible.
Is the number 3?
No. Propaganda. What is propaganda? I think propaganda is 3.
3. Key.
Millennial 4.
Millennial.
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 And gullible. Easy to
Yes, I think everything is right.
Yes.
All correct.
You are rocking today. Let's go.
To
Yes.
move around, circulate.
A type of government in which the citizens share power and decisions making either directly or through elected representatives, democracy.
Okay, through elected, just repeat that part, through elected representatives.
Through elected representative.
Perfect.
One-side information with a goal of hurting the other side, propaganda.
For us, guys, we have a different use of propaganda, yes? Propaganda
Yeah.
for us, it's advertisement, yes?
Yes.
This. And also, remember that when we want to talk short this name, because it's long as advertisement, we just say ads. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why we use Google Ads. Makes sense now, yes?
Yes, we always see Skype. It's Skype ID.
Sorry?
It's Skype or Skip ID.
Escape from the verb? Or skip?
Yes. I'm just gonna.
Ah, okay, yes, it's skip.
Skip ID.
Kind of go to the next, yes?
Yes.
Good. One more.
Person born in the 80s or 90s, millennial.
Me?
Millennial.
Uh-huh. Is everyone here millennial?
Yes.
Yes.
I am. I'm from 91. I was born in 91.
For 96.
96?
99.
Oh my God. 96, Pedro?
Yes.
You're 5 years younger? I'm gagged. Okay, so let's go. Can you please stop your sharing, dear? And I am going to play here, okay? Remember, guys, that you are going to listen to that 2 times, okay? Give me just a second because I closed it here, the material. Can I play?
Yes.
Yes.
Fake news. Something smells fishy. Fake news is misinformation that people think is true. Social media.
Sorry, guys. Remember that I'm gonna play and you have to get some keywords, okay? So from the top.
Fake news. Something smells fishy. Fake news is misinformation that people think is true. Social media users stumble upon this content in their news feeds. This drives web traffic to ads and makes money for fake news websites. Fake news sites often advertise that their content isn't real. This doesn't stop people from believing or sharing it. In fact, a catchy title is all a fake news piece needs to start trending. Many people don't even preview online content before sharing it. Some fake news is politically deceptive. The 2016 US presidential election put this type of fake news into the spotlight. Many Americans think Donald Trump won the election because of fake news about his opponent. Others wonder how he won with so much fake news circulating about himself. Some journalists describe fake news as a modern form of propaganda. During the 2016 US election cycle, fake news was often more popular than real news. Does fake news threaten our democracy? You might think that young people are more likely to share fake news. This is not true. In fact, millennials are less likely to spread fake news than their parents or grandparents. This has more to do with social media preferences than how gullible a generation is. Millennials don't use Facebook as much as their parents and grandparents, and Facebook users are more than twice as likely to see and share fake news. Is fake news creating an era of misinformation, or is this a trend that will soon be forgotten? What can you do to prevent fake news from trending?
Okay, guys, easy, or do you need to listen again?
Again.
Again, yes, teacher, don't be so bad. I know, guys, I'm gonna play again, but I don't think that, I think that what we discussed before, it's somehow translated into the text, yes? Some information, you heard
Yes.
some elections, all right? So I'm gonna play again.
Fake news. Something smells fishy. Fake news is misinformation that people think is true. Social media users stumble upon this content in their news feeds. This drives web traffic to ads and makes money for fake news websites. Fake news sites often advertise that their content isn't real. This doesn't stop people from believing or sharing it. In fact, a catchy title is all a fake news piece needs to start trending. Many people don't even preview online content before sharing it. Some fake news is politically deceptive. The 2016 US presidential election put this type of fake news into the spotlight. Many Americans think Donald Trump won the election because of fake news about his opponent. Others wonder how he won with so much fake news circulating about himself. Some journalists describe fake news as a modern form of propaganda. During the 2016 US election cycle, fake news was often more popular than real news. Does fake news threaten our democracy? You might think that young people are more likely to share fake news. This is not true. In fact, millennials are less likely to spread fake news than their parents or grandparents. This has more to do with social media preferences than how gullible a generation is. Millennials don't use Facebook as much as their parents and grandparents, and Facebook users are more than twice as likely to see and share fake news. Is fake news creating an era of misinformation, or is this a trend that will soon be forgotten? What can you do to prevent fake news from trending?
All right?
All right.
Okay, guys, so tell me what you understood about the listening, please.
They talked about how Facebook is spreading misinformation with the catchy headlines, and then that the older people don't really open the content of the how do I say the
Of the news?
of the news.
Exactly. Do you remember we have discussed that, yes, before?
Yes.
That, what else, Pedro, can you complement about that?
They talk about the effects of the fake news on the elections, or people who believes, for example, that the Donald Trump was won the elections in the USA because the fake news and the not true news that they are sharing to Facebook.
Just let me just ask you, Joanna, something. Do you remember, Joanna, what they said about how Donald Trump won? What is this part that they discussed?
I
Or-
think the text said about he having many fake news about himself
Perfect.
to like, so his name was really on the spotlight.
Perfect, dear. Very good one. Something else to complement, Pedro?
Not as
Oh,
they talk about fake news are a modern form of propaganda. It's a most the fake news are more shared than the true news. They don't can control it.
mhm. They can't control without the don't.
Yeah.
They can control it. Yes.
Yes.
Guys, fake news, it's been a big problem, yes,
Yes,
for
a really big problem.
for every,
Especially because sometimes you don't even need like an ID, like people just tell whatever to each other and they just believe it. It's really insane.
yes, it's really insane. I also believe that, guys. I'm not sure. What do you think about the internet control? Not from the government, but maybe having people's CPFs on social medias.
Yeah, I think
What about that?
yes, I haven't really seen how it would work, but maybe it can be used. I don't know.
Yes. What is your opinion, Pedro?
I think we need some control. It's very careful. This affirmation, it's very bizarre. This affirmation, but
Yes.
today we have a lot of people and a lot of groups and social medias that we don't have some control. We cannot understand what type of information they're talking about. For example, we have Discord. It's a type of social media that's it's very hard in this time in Brazil because we have a lot of cases or victims from sexual assailment, I don't know,
Harassment, sexual harassment.
sexual harassment. It's from the discussions on the internet. So it's very I don't have exactly an answer on how can we control it, but it's something that we should thinking about.
Mhm. Yes, guys,
Yes.
because we have seen what happened here. Yes, people
It was
have
really
learned-
dangerous, the misinformation.
guys, it was the closest moment really during the because when it finished the year after the election, we thought, oh, maybe, oh, thank goodness that demon will go away. But guys, if we stop to think, it was the closest moment that we have had of a democracy crisis. It is insane
Yes.
to think about that. People were going there to take over the palace. Crazy. I got so nervous. I remember that I think it was on a Sunday, right? That it happened in January 8th.
Yes.
I was
It
asleep
was Sunday.
in the afternoon. And just when I woke up, like when I sleep in the on Sundays afternoons, it's like chuleta russa. Have you ever heard about that?
Yeah.
What I do, I put no alarm clock, it's off, and then I woke up with that news, and guys,
Yeah.
we almost had a coup. Remember that word?
Cook. I don't remember, teacher.
Golpe.
Oh, okay.
Yes. In fact, he did some coups, yes, like trying make people from Northeast not voting. Yes,
Yes.
but that's it. Okay, now I want you, please, Pedro, to share your screen there on Ellie, and you're gonna go to listen and type.
Mm,
And when you see a word, you're gonna stop, okay? So you're gonna pause and you're going to complete together. But in fact, it's the listen and type now.
Listening to, okay. So,
Fake news. Something smells fishy. Fake news is misinformation that people think is true. Social media users stumble upon this content in their news feeds. This drives web traffic to ads
Okay, so
and
what's
makes
that?
money on fake news websites.
It's one
Fake
word
news
that we
sites
see
often advertise
pause.
that their content
Stumble upon.
stumble,
Do you remember how is the spelling?
stumble upon.
Perfect.
Fake news is misinformation that people think is true. Social media users stumble upon this content in their news feeds. This drives web traffic to ads and makes money for fake news websites. Fake
Okay,
news
guys,
sites
you
often
can pause
advertise.
that, Pedro. So guys, as my time is finished, okay, teacher Bruna will continue with you, okay? From that paragraph.
Okay.